Antonio, how would you describe what this experience has been like for you, seeing your son and his teammates having so much success?
It was like an out-of-body experience watching it. I mean, really, it was a wave of emotions, watching them get hurt, watching them come back, watching them score, watch the VAR delay, and then just seeing the stadium go crazy and his teammates, man. That's the most heartwarming thing for me as a parent, is to see his teammates, who are all a bunch of accomplished men playing in their own exclusive leagues overseas, just to rally around the youngest kid, baby boy, on the team, and the excitement that they had in their eyes. It just, as a parent, it just lets you know that your kid's being protected. They're watching over him. They're not bullying them.
Now, making the World Cup team is an amazing accomplishment in and of itself. Scoring a goal, though, in a World Cup, what was that like?
I mean, scoring a goal as a right fullback, it doesn't happen very often in real soccer, let alone in FIFA. So I don't go into these games thinking, oh, Alex is going to score a goal. But a lot of my friends are like, he's going to score this game. He's going to score. And I'm thinking, like, he's a right fullback. How? But just watching him score, it was just, he said it, he was full circle. But it was just, for me, it was like the next chapter, another book. And he's going to be able to write his own book from a play like that, because now that slowly separates you from the connection to Antonio Freeman. And now the landscape opens for you to take your own show as the Alex Freeman pro soccer player. And that's what I saw when I saw that goal. I saw like passing of the throne in a new chapter, in a new book. I think the sky's the limit with this team. If they can just continue to stay together, we can get number 10 back. We got to get my guy back now, and just have everybody healthy. I think that's when you're entering the playoffs or a system like this, a knockout system, it's about who stays healthy. And if these guys can stay healthy, I think that they can continue to win games.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me. Go Alex!
Oh, lovely stuff. Yes, go, Alex. This is his numbers against Australia with that goal. Team ranked first in that. In aerial duels, 1. In tackles. In clearances, he was 2nd. And in defensive interventions, he was tied for 3rd in this game. This is quite a showing. How does he build on this, the Villarreal player?
Well, he's been excellent. I mean, he's a good 1v1 defender. He can get forward as well. He's got width outside of him, so he sometimes sort of will tuck inside. When Anthony Robinson goes and plays as a left wing back, he tucks in to become a 3rd centre half, so he's got defensive qualities. He's a good athlete. He's decent on the ball. He's what you want from a modern right back come right-sided centre-half. He's been excellent for them.
He really has. Don, I saw you almost tearing up there. You've got a son who plays the game himself. Obviously, as a father, to watch your son go on and have his own career and do that, it must be wonderful to see.
Especially when you watch that footage there, and his dad was such a legend, and lovely grainy footage. I love watching old-school American football footage there. And he's got the pressure, the son, of trying to emulate his dad in a completely different sport. What he needs to do now is, it's a bit of a phrase, but he needs to stay humble, keep working hard. As Stu said, he's at a good age at 21. He's in the national side. He needs to churn out more games for Villarreal. That's what you need now when you're at that age of 21 and you're making your way and you're playing well in the World Cup. What you've got to do now is stay consistent. And you want to try and hit 25, 30 games. He's very versatile. He can play right back, right-sided centre-back. So in terms of his ceiling, he can go as far as he can, but he's got to keep working hard and just keep evolving all the time and just doing the things you're doing because it's working for him.
So let me stay with you, Don, because it didn't start this way for the US, but suddenly they find themselves in the odds board there because it's 10th as it stands right now when it comes to the favourites to win the whole tournament. I'm interested to know from you, Don, because obviously you've just come from the UK.
Yeah.
What's the perception been of the US as the tournament's started to progress?
Yeah, I think the perception in England is very strange towards America. They don't really watch a lot of American football, soccer. I watch a lot of the players that play for the United States. Tyler Adams at Bournemouth. Weston McKennie's been Juve's best player now for 2 or 3 years. Anthony Robertson, I thought he might have made his move to a big club like Liverpool probably 18 months ago. Christian Pulisic, the star boy, he needs to try and hit form when he's fit. So when you look at what America have got, you do look at a lot of the players and think, well, why shouldn't they go pretty far in the competition? It's all about their attitude. Sometimes I hear from journalists at work, I hear that sometimes there's a line between being arrogant. I don't see it in them, but sometimes that's the feeling from the journalists. I don't see it in them. But when I look at the individuals, if Pochettino can formulate and get these players playing as a team, why can't they go far? Because most of these guys are playing at top-level football.
Is it a case of keep doing what you've been doing?
Absolutely. They've got to play with high intensity. They've got to play in the opposition's half. We saw in the second half against Australia when they just dropped that little bit deeper, they didn't look the same team. When they play with intensity and they've got their energy and they get the ball forward, as they did in the first game and the first half of the game against Australia, they blew the teams away. But they've got to keep that urgency in their play. If they don't take this game particularly seriously, and when I say seriously, they sort of think, oh, we can just pass it around. The result doesn't matter. They get in the wrong habits. That will stop the momentum going.